Hello everyone. In this week's episode, it's all about my rigging. Finally, I got my Sta-Lok terminals. I'm going to replace all my old and cracked Shroud terminals for the new ones, the Sta-Lok. Yeah, follow me as I'm going to replace them. Today it seems to be finally a little bit more calm, less wind. According to the weather prediction, that it will stay more or less calm today. So I want to try to replace at least the two big terminals which are going to the top of the mast. So doing that, I have to release a little bit of tension of my backstay according to the information that I found, and then I'm supposed to release all the other shrouds at least a little bit, so that that's not so much tension on it, and then replace the two mast top shrouds starting from top going down. Yeah, I am quite nervous, I have to admit. I mean, this is a bit work which I never done before, I've never seen doing before, so I will just try and see what can go wrong. Yeah, normally it should be okay if I just do small steps, one step at a time. Okay, let's start with the backstay. Let's see. So I've released the top shroud, which goes to the mast top. It's now quite loose. So yeah, I can turn it now by hand. So I finally cut it through and I managed to untwist the wire like this, and I put that piece already in place here, like that. Okay, after I squeezed it one time, screwed it well, it looks really okay, and I did everything according to the instruction, so I just open it to double check as they also suggest, and it looks good to me. So I'm going to tie it now and put it in place. Now I have to repeat this process 7 times. But I need to find another cutting method, because this tiny saw is struggling with the stainless steel. That's not a solution. So the two of the 8mm wire are now replaced. Now in place nicely. The second side was actually much easier than the first one. Now I know how it works. And now it feels much easier and I'm not so nervous anymore. And yeah, I think that should be now, if everything goes well, an easy task. The biggest issue was cutting the wire, and since I was doing by hand, it was a little bit it was not so convenient. But now I used the machine, some some serious stuff. And of course with that it goes easy, but I have to be very careful. I almost cut my finger. So yeah, it's a little bit more tricky if you are alone and you cannot really hold it well. But I figured out, so it shall be okay for the next cuts, I think. This is getting to the point. Checking if everything is all right. Looks good. So, all right, this is tight, so let's put it back. I'm done with replacing the terminals. Now are all of them the Sta-Lok terminals. You can see this one and the other side, all new. So I'm finally done with that project. Of course I still need to do the fine adjustments. I didn't tension to the point how it should be. It's still a little bit lower. I'm quite happy. It actually went easier than I expected. I was very nervous in the beginning because I didn't know exactly what to expect, how it will work out. But it went quite okay. Once I figured out how it works, it's actually very easy. The process itself is quite easy. It's like with everything new, when you don't know how it works, it's always a little bit challenging, right? Or maybe my brain played much more than it was supposed to do. Anyway, I'm done with this one now. I'm going to clean up and put everything in place. In the process of the replacement, I've learned some things about these Sta-Lok terminals, and I must say I really like them. They are easy to install and you can just do it on anchorage. You don't need any machine, you don't need any swaging or anything. Put it on the wire and screw it, and that's it. You can even disassemble them again. You can use them if you replace the wires, you can use them again as long as there are no damages. And it's quite a nice thing, in my opinion. I'm wondering why they are not generally used, because it is so much more convenient and it's not even more expensive. Yeah, I mean the terminals cost a little bit more in the beginning, but you don't need any labor costs, you don't need any machine, you don't need anything else. You just put them in place and that's it. So from that perspective, it's much more convenient. I'm happy I did it, and looking forward for a long-term test. So this was it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. See you next time. All the best. Bye bye.